Hello and welcome. My name is Katie Tremulous. I am with ProNotary. We're a remote online notarization software. And today I have Ricky here from the G Law Firm. So thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, thank you very much for having us.
So tell me a little bit about your business and then what it is that you do at the G Law Firm.
Yes, so we are a law firm and we specialize in real estate. So we do many transactions, residential purchases and closings, commercial purchases and closings, and then we do other stuff such as development projects and private.
The next topic that I wanted to go over is preventing real estate fraud because that's always such a hot topic,
Oh
especially in
yeah,
Florida.
more common now.
Can you go into that a little bit of the types of real estate fraud that you usually see with that?
Yes, we normally see it a lot when it comes to properties that have had the same owner for an extensive amount of time. Someone from the 1920s, 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, same homeowner, and all of a sudden they want to sell. And we've had a couple transactions where we were able to figure out through the process that the seller was a fraudulent seller. The buyer got the property under contract, they put a deposit, they did the due diligence, and then when we got closer to closing, our office was able to figure out that the seller was fraudulent. They wanted to use their own notary. They didn't want to send us a copy of their ID. One of them sent a copy of ID, but you could tell it's completely PDF edited. So,
So I'm going to go into one of the ways that I have found or we have dealt with for fraud is that title companies or law firms will then ask the sellers to get something notarized via remote online notarization because they have to go through the ID verification, have the visual inspection of the ID by the notary. And then also there's that audit trail with the encryption. So
right.
that has been an interesting way that I didn't think that people were going to start using Ron. But just for anybody watching, that is a way to check who it is that's coming to you as clients to see if they're
Right.
the real people. Because especially with vacant lot fraud,
Oh,
can you talk a little bit about vacant lot fraud and what you've typically seen for that?
happened to us recently, probably 6 months ago. So we had a vacant land in Coconut Grove that was being sold. Same thing, the
Mhm.
buyer got under contract. The seller sent us an ID that was, they were born 1980 something. Our firm, we have a lot of essential practices to make sure that we make sure there's no fraud or fraud. And we know vacant land is subject to more fraud lately because most owners of vacant land that haven't developed on it really don't care for it, nor do they even remember that they have it for the most part. Or if they pass away,
Yeah.
their family members don't know that they have it, which is what
Mhm.
we see a lot of. So here was that similar situation. And I received the ID and we reviewed it and we realized it was incorrect. Number one, the person who bought the property bought it in 1923, so they would not be 40 years old. They would be a lot older. So that was one of the reasons. And then we sent a notary over there to have one document notarized and they wouldn't sign it in front of the notary. And that was just another one in the book to for us and another experience for us to have here at the firm.
Because in general, for notaries, that's all we hear about is vacant lot fraud and working with it, and then just looking into the signers and making sure that they're the real people. Because
Right.
unfortunately, it's easy to find all of the information on LIPA or
Right.
wherever, and then it's going to these realtors that might not know that vacant lot fraud is something that is very prevalent. Just switching gears a little bit, as far as marketing, you do online marketing, but do you ever do lunch and learns or in-person marketing as
Yes, we do. I teach classes for 1031s, for estate planning purposes, and we often deal with the brokerages that work and do transactions with us and the brokerages that we're meeting as well.
much for coming on? How do we find you? So that way, if anyone has any questions or they want to work directly with you, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
They can go ahead and follow us on social media, go to our website, which is www.gfirm.com. They can call us 305-422-4529 or follow us on Instagram, which is the G Law Firm.
Perfect. Well,
We
thank
answer
you.
all the
So,
time, so
I'm sorry.
yeah, we answer all the time. So
You do. That's how we connected. So I wanted to thank you so much for coming on, and I appreciate you giving your knowledge.
no, thank you so much for your time. Looking forward to doing this again.
Yes.